This one is actually a theory that contradicts what many people initially believed from the legendary opening of Arkham Knight. The opening sees you in the shoes of a police officer who needs to stop a civilian from smoking in a restaurant, except the smoke isn't coming from a cigarette, but rather a bag of fear toxin seeping out. Now, many assume this to be a side character in Arkham Origins named Anarky, who was previously defeated and due to Origins coming out after Asylum and City, had canonically not been seen or heard from since the events of Arkham Origins. The common theory is that this person in the diner is Anarky, and while I believed that for a while, and I do think it's a solid theory, there are a few issues with it. The first is simple. Why? Why would Anarky do this? He's been shown to have a hatred for capitalism and the higher Gotham elites, so terrorizing Polly's diner, a diner not even in the financial district of Gotham, doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Why also would Anarky work with Scarecrow, someone who intends to drown the city in fear? When the Cloudburst is activated, it's Gotham's criminals, people Anarky generally sympathizes with, and the lower class who could not afford to escape who would be injured the most. The upper class, the rich, they sit above the clouds and are likely to be the first out of the city, by helicopter or by bribing officers to let them out. It just doesn't make sense for Anarky to want this, even if he admittedly does want revenge on Bruce for stopping him in Arkham Origins. Instead, I think the person at the table is Jason Todd, aka the Arkham Knight. Jason and Scarecrow's plan is extremely sensitive. If any piece of it goes wrong, then Batman will win. They have to be extremely careful with who they trust, and in the case of this event that kicks off the whole evacuation of Gotham, it makes sense for Jason to go in on his own to ensure that there are no issues. There are even more details that hint to this not being Anarky, like the A on the table not having a circle, Anarky not wearing his gloves, and the fact that his gear is in GCPD, meaning that there's a high likelihood that he is still within Blackgate.